What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday. We are recording on a Monday, which is something that we don't normally do. The super sweet lighting is because if I have that guy on up there, uh, it gets washed out real bad. So we got a little bit of mood lighting going on, I guess you could say. Just got like one light on here in this room. Uh, yeah, welcome. We are tin roofing it, obviously. So welcome to Tin Roof, and gotta say, super excited to be with you guys. We got some rally going on over here in the background. Got it real low, so my mics don't pick it up, but real stoked to be talking music. Definitely gonna be talking some wrestling, and may or may not put some food content in here. We'll just kind of see how things go. But we've been doing a lot of music news stuff lately, and those kind of episodes are fun because it's chopping it up about new music, kind of like almost doing reviews, letting you know what's out, that kind of stuff. It's a good time, but I think what we're going to do next week or coming up soon, we're going to try to do more of our attempt at an in-depth podcast episode. So we'll see what ends up happening there. That being said, Sabu passed away. Sabu was an amazing extreme wrestler, like hardcore wrestling or whatever. Some of his favorite, all of his favorite matches, except for maybe one of his of mine that he did, were all ECW. He did a stretcher match with Rob Van Dam that was absolutely amazing over there. He had a triple threat match over there with Bam Bam Bigelow and Taz. It was a 60-minute time limit match. It went to the time limit, and it was just phenomenal. Three guys with three different styles, and they killed it. Then, of course, him and RBD as a tag team, probably just one of my absolute favorite tag teams. I'd have to say probably one of my absolute favorite tag teams. That being said, I don't know. I guess the tables and ladder match with the Eliminators would have to be one of my favorites. I love DCW so much. Stuff you could go anywhere with it. Tag team matches with the Pitbulls, tag team matches against the Gangsters, tag team matches against the Dudleys. Whenever RVD and Sabu were on top and they were held all the gold, basically, those guys were awesome. Still, some of my favorite matches are from that era and from that promotion. They were tons of fun. They are brutal, and what else can you say? They were so good. And of course, me being a Terry Funk fan, Terry Funk versus Sabu in the barbed wire match was one of my absolute favorites. If you're gonna have a barbed wire match, one with those two is definitely a great option. They were top notch. They told a story. They were hardcore while telling the story. It just looked like it hurt. And Sabu's retirement match was a barbed wire match against Joey Janela. What a way to go out. And he did awesome in it. It looked very, very rough. And I almost, part of me felt bad for the guy. But I'm glad he got in one more before he was done. But, dude was wearing a suit jacket, while wrestling Joey Janela, which is super cool. And he, had a turban on and whatnot. I guess, I don't know if that's technically a turban, because a turban would be more the wrapped up one. It's the one that drapes down the back, I guess. Or at least I think. I don't know. So, yeah. Bummer. Sad. Just glad we have the memories. That being said, I think it's time to move on to some music. there was a ton of country music that came out this week. Like, so much, like, I don't even think I can remember it all. Like, Thomas Rhett, which I started reviewing his album. Uh, let me take a gander here real quick. Because I don't remember everything off the top of my head. Excuse me, been a long day. Been a good day, though. Country? Blake Shelton's got a new album out. I hadn't had a chance to listen to it yet. Which Thomas Rhett's is about a woman, and it's been really good. I think, did I finish it? Taking a look. No, I'm not even very far into it. Got some listening to do this week, which is good. Gives me something to do. I didn't even make it to track 5, which is Something About a Woman featuring Teddy Swims, which I love Teddy Swims' voice, so I can't wait to check that out. I really like Thomas Rhett, so that should be really good. There's a couple of songs from this for recreational use only by Blake Shelton that I'm really looking forward to listening to, that I've already, like, some of them I've already listened to, but Heaven Sweet Home I think will be a good one with Craig Morgan. Let Him In Anyway is absolutely amazing, and the fact that he did a song with John Anderson, like, okay, you can say what you want about Blake Shelton, and there was an iffy period of time with some of his music, but that dude, I don't think that dude sold out. I don't think he did. It kind of seemed like it at first, but he's still a country guy, still out there. Sorry, I just got some information that I needed to take care of. So, I don't think he did, because, like, you look at some of his stuff that, like, especially with this new album, like, the stuff that's on there that I've heard, and even, like, the track titles and stuff, it still aims at, like, those original roots of, like, Austin and The Baby and stuff from early on in his career. So I don't think he really sold out or changed or whatever, and even talking about, like, stuff for his homestead and stuff for, like, farm equipment and stuff that he uses and whatnot. Yeah, so that being said, definitely looking forward to that. Maureen Morris also put out a new album. I don't know if I'll listen to the whole thing. I definitely want to listen to a few of the songs. Yeah, I probably won't be listening to the whole thing, but definitely will be listening to a handful of her songs from that one. Bunch of I guess quote unquote up and comers. Hardy released a new album, or, well, it's an EP really. I don't know. I'll give it a bump. See what I think about it. Any singles that I'm forgetting? Sincerely Your Son by Waylon Wyatt. I do want to listen to that, which I thought Waylon Wyatt had a new album out. Let me check real quick. It may not be out just yet. Nope, just the single Sincerely Your Son. So definitely looking forward to that. Checking that one out because I have not yet. Kenny Chesney and Megan Maroney dropped a new one. There's a new one called Trailblazer with Reba McEntire and Miranda Lambert. Is that it? Oops. Oh, Miranda Lambert, Reba McEntire, and Lainey Wilson. It's a single. Should be good. Uh, New one by Shabuzi called Fire and Gasoline. Old 60, Nancy Avenue. Is it just a single? Or do we have more by Old 60 out here? Just a single. Okay, so I gotta get caught up on my country. I've definitely been in a metal groove here lately. Been listening to a lot of like deathcore and stuff like that, and even like podcast wise, been listening to a couple of metal podcasts about just the genre and stuff in general, and it's actually like different artists and everything that I'm a fan of, and they've been really really good, very very entertaining. And it gives me some ideas for like later on in the year on what we can do. I got a few things on the brain. Uh, Definitely looking forward to the rest of the year. I think it'll be a good one. So as far as metal goes, we did finally get the new Sleep Token, and I was super excited because I was like, yes, a super sweet non-explicit album. And I opened the thing up on Friday morning, and what do I see? I see a E by the Even in Arcadia title. And it's like, okay, well, how many of the new songs have explicits? Because I guess what the deal is Apple doesn't let you know ahead of time unless one of the songs that is released as a single prior to that album coming out. If one of the singles that comes out isn't explicit, then they don't let you know that there's going to be an explicit track. And so I've been like waiting this whole time because this happened, earlier in the month with Employed to Serve, or last month with Employed to Serve. So, excuse me. Had to deal with that. Well, that means that, man, I'm sorry. I am not doing well with my train of thought. That means I can't use it for a album of the year. And it's so annoying because it's just one word in one song. It's extremely frustrating. I even looked to see if there was an edited version. But I'm sticking to my guns and not promoting explicit songs. And, yes, it's the expression, of the artist and yada, yada, yada. I get it. And I'm not, like, going on a tirade, a tantrum, or whatever. It's just annoying from my point of view, from where I am with things, where I don't want that in my music, but it doesn't bother other people, so they do it, and, they're the ones that make it, and whatever, good for them. It just becomes not my cup of tea. And it's a bummer because, like, obviously I'm still going to listen to the other songs on the album, but that one just won't be listened to by me. So, 'tis what it is. The artist makes the ultimate choice, and they have every right to. It's just not something that I choose to listen to. Somebody else's cup of tea. Cool. Good for them. Good for Sleep Token. They're going to get, the streams. They're going to get all the different things. They're going to get streams from me. I listen to Sleep Token often because they are one of my favorite bands. What they do is so unique, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So, yeah. Definitely will continue to listen. And, like, same with Upchurch. I don't really listen to his explicit stuff, but I listen to a lot of his stuff that's not, and several times over because I do like it. That being said, there was a couple other metal projects that I wanted to talk about. Candlemass's Black Star was really good. Did I listen to Sacred? I do believe I did. If I remember correctly, I liked it a lot. Parkway Drive's got a new one out called Sacred. I do believe I listened to it. I got the volume down. Let's see. Scrolling through it real quick. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I did like it. I was trying to read the lyrics to get the old memory jogged. I think that was about as far as I went on new releases for metal for the month. Oh, I started listening to Requiem by Ominous Ruin, but I did not get very far. So I have to jump back in on that. Ooh, that looks good. Souls Devoured by Shadow's Fall. I hadn't had a chance to talk to you guys about that, I don't think. I don't recall talking about that on the last episode. Way good. Fantastic. Definitely glad that they're back. I can't wait to hear more. Man, there's some good looking albums out there that I'm going to have to listen to. Oh, there was one that I listened to today that I thought was really good. Oh, that did come out recently. Immortal Disfigurement's got a new one out, and he does like a Predator like click sound in it, and it's pretty impressive because it's like the whole. I used to be able to do it. I don't think I can do it anymore because I haven't done it in so long. But it's like the, yeah, I can't. But he does like that sound in the middle of like, I think it was in the middle of the breakdown if I remember correctly. I saw a TikTok for it. That's how I came across it, and I was like, oh, definitely gonna have to check that whole song out now. So I went back and I listened to it, and it's heavy. It's good. Also, the 60-hour playlist is going to be happening. I'm working on it. It's going to take me a long time to get it fine-tuned and ready to go. But once it comes out, it will be amazing. So stay tuned for that. There was a really big independent monster truck show. If we want to get into some throwing dirt stuff real quick. There was a really big independent monster truck show out there at the old Bristol Motor Speedway, which I actually got to be a part of back whenever I was a crew guy. Like at the time I was just volunteering, just trying to get some experience. But I had the opportunity to be there with Hall Brothers for one of the monster truck shows. Matter of fact, it might have been the first monster truck show outside of a Pro MT event, which Pro MT, for those of you who do not know, Pro MT was like NASCAR's answer for having a monster truck league, essentially. And it was good. It was entertaining. Don't know how else to put it, but yeah, I mean, people loved it. It was like a real good, strong competition. They had great timing systems and stuff. But whenever I was there, it was a monster truck challenge event, and I was there with the Hall Brothers as, like I said, a crew guy, and that was something else. And it kind of stunk because a big old thunderstorm rolled in, so we couldn't actually get to do the racing. We did freestyles and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Made it, as much as we could worth everybody's time. And that was like the first one of a handful that got done there under the old guard, I guess, so to speak, because the owner of Monster Truck Challenge, Rich Schaefer, passed it on to the toughest Monster Truck Tour guys, the guys that put on the Charlotte Back to School Bash, and they did it for a little while, but now Overdrive Monster Trucks does it, and they had an amazing lineup. Let me pull up the lineup here real quick for you, because it was an impressive lineup. I do know that, because I do know that. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who all So it was. I apologize for my incoherenceness right now. So it was. I can't even read that. Haha. Here we go. John Gordon in Bad Company, Brandon DeRoe in Bad News Travels Fast, Darren Basil in Blockhead, Elliot Miller in Colossus, Jared Smith in Cyber Attack, Jerry Beck in Dirt Crew. They didn't announce who was going to be in Dozer. Dalton Winder in Jurassic Attack, Trip Jones in Smashosaurus, Tim Jones in Tailgater, Mike Christensen in Vendetta, and Cliff Vowell in Virginia Giant. So, pretty impressive lineup. And I gotta say, that's a huge 12 truck lineup and a very good one at that. I haven't seen any pictures or video from this event yet. It was streamed on Dirt TV, which is impressive because that's live motorsports TV, so that in itself is kind of groundbreaking and good for Overdrive for like getting that all linked up and a thing. So very, very happy for those guys. And they have an extensive schedule. So like if you're here in the States and are looking for a good like monster truck show to go to, I highly recommend. Oh, they don't have their schedule up right here the way I wanted it. That's unfortunate. Okay, I went to their website thinking that would be awesome. So that was the 2024 tour. I know that they're doing more events than that this year. About upcoming events, they've got Connecticut, Maryland, Virginia, Indianapolis, Benton, Missouri. Benton's over on the northwestern corner of the state, I believe. So I don't think I'll be able to get up there to that. It'd be cool if I could. Yeah, 100 miles away. Yeah, over there by Scott City. Oh. Ah. It's actually south of me. Okay, silly guy. Take an hour and a half to get down there. I think I'm busy that weekend, though, unfortunately. Let me take a look. That'd be kind of cool to go check out. Been a while since I've been to a show. June 21st. We'll have to keep that in mind. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize that they were coming that close. Huh. Only 2 trucks that are announced for it so far are Blockhead and Dirt Crew. But still, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Okay. Well, good to know. So, might have to get out and take in some monster trucks this summer. I'd be alright with that. Especially like that promotion seems like they know what they're doing. Like they've got a top notch. They got a top notch program that they're doing. But anyway, looks like I saw a post. I want to read it for you guys, like word for word, so I don't mess this up. I've been working on getting some shorts together too, by the way, while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Just trying to do better with all of that. They are going to be doing a show with Testament. That's really cool. So they're going to start slowing down on playing live shows to work on some new music, but so far have a few new songs and some new old songs recorded. Live sessions from Rio Grande is streaming on Spotify. Catch us at one of our upcoming shows, May 24th, Testament Official, the Orpheum Theater in Flagstaff, and they're also going to be with the 1876 band at the Twilight Cafe in Portland, Oregon. Dude, if these guys come to like Missouri, I will totally want to be there. Is that available? I want to see if that's available on Apple. Because I really want to listen to that. Ah! It is! So, and it's got a new song on there called The Watchers. So, yeah, they've become one of, like, they're one of those newer bands that I'm, like, super rooting for, that I want to see do well. I love me some Under Exile. But kind of chopped it up for a little bit here. We're going to wrap this up so we can get this out, since we are recording later than normal, because normally we record this over the weekend and drop this first thing in the morning on Mondays. But with Mother's Day and everything, we took the weekend to chillax and spend time with Mama. But now that the weekend is over, it's time to get the nose back to the grindstone. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. Have a good week. We'll catch you later right here under this tin roof.